Hey guys, this is Shannon Munoz with Rincon Real Estate. Welcome back to this week's featured favorite. Last week I brought to you my very favorite cobbler, as in shoe repair guy, and many of you responded and sounded as though you wished, hoped, and really want to hear about a cobbler pie, so I don't have one to share. My daughter does, but she is not a good sharer when it comes to her recipes. So I'm here to bring to you my favorite, and I hope it's just as good for you guys as a cobbler pie, apple pie. So I had a sweet friend teach me how to make an apple pie. Tracy Amano, thank you so much. Miss you, love you, happy Thanksgiving. But what I want to do for you today is share not only the recipe that she taught me, but some of the hints and tricks of making an apple pie with you to help you hopefully make an amazing apple pie just in time for Thanksgiving. So today, first tip, how do you know how many apples to buy to make your apple pie? How do you know what kind of apples make the best apple pie? Well, how many? However many fit in your pie tin, pie pan, whatever you want to call it. So I have a pie pan today, and it's usually about 7 apples fit nicely in here. And then as far as what kind of apples, really, that's up to you. I thought it took a special unique apple, but she told me, like, whatever you like, use it in your apple pie. You get to choose. So I picked Golden Delicious and Honeycrisp. If you don't have a snazzy tool to peel, core, and slice, I just use a knife and it works. It's super easy. Those Pampered Chef core apple peeler core slicer are amazing, and I think they slice them perfectly. But I have never invested in one, so I just use a knife. And then the trick with slicing apples for apple pie, I think, is it's a preference of if you like them thicker or thinner. I like mine thinner to slice them super thin because I like a really tender apple pie. But if you like them thicker, that's fine too. It is a preference thing. But the key to it is whatever you do, be consistent so that your pie cooks through the same all the way through. So I don't even have a core. Who doesn't have a core? Me. Okay. So I just cut it off the core and slice. Consistent, same size. Again, I like mine super thin to have a really tender apple pie. See? I don't know if you can see. Super thin. So I'm going to do that with the rest of these. I'm almost done. And then I'll be right back for yourself. So I'm going to start with 3/4 cup of brown sugar and 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. That's to thicken it up because I'm going to add some lemon juice. 1/4 of nutmeg. I like mine to be a little bit spicy. The nutmeg gives a little spice. And then a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay, once I get all these, that's it. It's just a few ingredients, it's not much. But once I get this all in here, what I do is, and what my friend taught me, is stir it up and taste it to see if it's the sweetness and the spice that you like. Okay, so once you have it all mixed up, I want you to try it. Perfect. Not too sweet. I can taste the nutmeg and the cinnamon. Okay. Next is the pie crust. Now, my friend did teach us how to make a pie crust. It's finicky. So like for us, I think you have to practice a lot to make sure you got that figured out. So you can either make your own pie crust, which you can Google it, or you can do what I do. Oh, I just threw the box away. Pillsbury. These are amazing. So good. Easy. Now, apple pie is easy to make, right? So, sorry, Mom. I'm using my teeth. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. So, all you do is you have your pie pan. Take your Pillsbury dough pie crust. All you do is unroll it. Stick it. No one will ever even know. They're gonna actually think that you made it by hand, which I kind of did, right? By hand, I'm putting it in my pie pan. By hand, okay? And then you take your apples, stick them right in there, and all I have to do is put the pie crust on top. All right, take this. Now this is a basic apple pie. You could make this into a cobbler if you did some sort of like a crumble crust on top to make it into a cobbler. I think that's what it takes to make a cobbler. Not a shoe repair cobbler, but an apple cobbler. But what you do is you pinch. So I put the top pie crust on top, and then you pinch and connect the bottom and the top so that it's sealed. It creates like a seal so that your apple juices don't come out, oozing out. And another trick is make sure you bake your apple pie on a pie pan, baking pan, so that you don't make a mess. So it breathes and doesn't explode. Slits in the top. Look how pretty. Look how easy. See? You can make an apple pie too. So I'm gonna stick this in the oven. My oven is at 375. I gotta cook it for an hour, and then I will show you my finished product. All right, guys, look at that beautiful, golden, delicious apple pie. So I'm gonna link the complete recipe in my blog. You'll find that in the comments. And I just wanna say from my family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. Till next week, bye-bye.